Hey guys, on here. We are back for episode 3 of Superman and Lois. This is the episode I think a lot of us have been waiting on. If you've been keeping kind of up with the news surrounding the show and all of that, I think this is going to be the one where we get our glimpse of Doomsday. I'm excited. I'm also very nervous about them tackling this storyline in the second season, considering I know this character's had some legs. He's got this whole history on this earth in this continuity, but it's for a lot of people, this is their entry into this character who maybe wasn't watching the Arrowverse before this. To come in here in the second season, we're going to maybe potentially do the death of Superman. And it's the second time we've had that happen in a while. I mean, in live action at least, within the past couple of years. So we had the remake of the animated version, which was really great, Death of Superman, and then the Reign of the Superman twofer. That was fun. Watch that back to back in theaters. That was cool. That was a lot of fun. Really well done. And we've got all the puzzle pieces. We've got a Superboy. We've got an Eradicator. We've got, what else are we missing? Steel. And we're just waiting on a cyborg Superman in its place if we don't go that route. Because I know we had one prior to Crisis. I don't know the status of a cyborg Superman in this continuity. They could replace that with these faux Superman soldiers that the government's been creating. But we'll see. I'm very curious to see what they do. Now, as far as it's not now, Doomsday's not a character that has not been tackled on the small screen. We've had him in Smallville. We've had him in Krypton, which I haven't watched Krypton, but I think that's the best like we've seen of the character, at least on the small screen for sure. Smallville's was doable. It was workable. But I'm really excited to see what they do with this. But I'm just kind of apprehensive about them, again, kind of retreading this story that is almost like it's almost becoming DC's Dark Phoenix. That was like, oh, let's just throw the death of Superman in here. We'll see. Maybe they won't do that. What would the show be? How long would they have a world without Superman? Is somebody else take on the mantle? What would the show be? Would it even be Superman and Lois? Would it be Superboy and Lois after this? I don't know. It's just... maybe they won't. Maybe it's just Doomsday will come in here and they won't do the death of Superman. I don't know. It's just, it raises a lot of concerns and questions for me, but I'm excited to see what they do with it. I'm liking the way they're building things up. I like how they utilized Talro. They're keeping him in, and like, I really hope they go with a redemption arc for his character, because I found him very tragic and endearing last season, given like his upbringing and all that stuff. I definitely felt bad for the guy, and there's a good character in there. There's a good person in there. It's just got buried by his father. Some great moments in here. Again, some of the human stuff, I don't really care where it's going to go, like the stuff with the mayor on the city, and you know, even though I was all for them getting together, this like little lover spat between Jordan and Sarah, I'm a little like, I mean, this happens all the time at that age, so like it's not like unheard of or unrealistic. It's just like, I'm just wary of the drama a little bit, but I've been enjoying it so far. So guys, that being said, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this, remember that's on Patreon, or if you become a member here, you can check that out as well. You just sync up your own footage with the time code on the video. You can watch my reaction to the entire episode. That being said, along with that, you also get access to full movie watch-alongs, behind-the-scenes Q&As, as well as getting to vote on what movie I watch for you guys at the end of each month. Right now, it looks like Limitless is going to be this the one I put out at the end of this month. So keep that in mind. But I know not everybody can support us that way. A simple way to support us is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, and it really does help us in the long run, guys. And if you're new here and you're not subscribed, I hope by the end of it you consider doing so. That being said, guys, let's jump into this. Here we go. I love these shots, man. I always love seeing Superman like hovering over the earth, like listening, monitoring. Man, it's gorgeous. Oof. Man, this isn't good. He can't really even function right now. I know he's heading right for it this time, but like, damn.
I don't understand. Why is this thing only affecting you?
Maybe it's Kryptonian.
And I cannot let Anderson know that something down there is making me vulnerable.
I'll call my dad, see if he can get us credentials.
If only we didn't have any other Kryptonians to test this theory with. Or Jordan down there, ring up Kara.
That'd be freaking kidding me.
Yep, there it is. The jealousy is coming in.
Bro, I know you think he's juicing, but he looks totally normal.
That's my point. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense.
Hey, look, you need to stop obsessing over Timmy. It's not, like, healthy.
Really?
I don't know what I'm gonna say to her, man.
What do you want? Stay together, break up?
I want her to not have kissed someone else.
Care for a girl's opinion?
Sure.
Or not, sorry. Didn't want to break up the bro sesh.
No, you're fine.
You are their sister, technically.
She hated keeping that secret from you. Which, I mean, maybe you can sympathize with. You know, the whole half-alien son of Superman.
If you want to be honest with her about your powers one day, would you want her to be cool about it, or would you want her to react how you are right now?
Okay. I don't know if that's like a one-to-one, but like, makes
Nothing to
sense.
say, Mommy.
Hey, they remembered she exists.
I need them to instantly see me as a serious alternative to Dean, or I'm toast.
Okay, I know.
She's not wrong.
Hey, Dad, what took you so long to call me back? Where are you?
In paradise. Got onto Deer Lake this morning at 0600 hours. Not a soul for mile.
Do you want to talk for a bit?
Yeah, sure. About what?
About me and Sarah. I just think it's time to be honest and tell her, you know, everything.
You mean about having powers?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no. Way too young. Way too young to trust that secret with a teenager.
Jordan, I didn't even think about telling your mother until I was an adult, after I knew I wanted to marry her.
What if I want to marry Sarah?
You're 15, Jordan.
So?
Get in the car.
I want to marry her, Dad.
Oh my god.
Yes, I do.
Oh! That was terrifying.
I don't know how to fix this.
Jordan, I told you that kiss meant nothing. I love you.
It's not about you. I don't know where we go from here.
Oh.
Candace, literally, it's the only thing that makes sense, okay? He's definitely on something.
I know he is. It's not that.
XK.
Took some stuff at Deucer Slavin's lake house party a few weeks ago. I didn't think it was a big deal. It's not even like a real drug. It's like some crystal crap.
Yes.
Look, I'm sorry. Okay, just don't tell Timmy that I told you, okay?
Okay.
Oh, great. It's not good, man.
But weren't you the one recruiting people for the man who almost destroyed this town?
No one knew who Morgan Edge really was, Chuck.
That gonna be your answer when everything you're preaching now doesn't come to pass?
If this thing is Kryptonian, regardless of what's going on with you and Anderson, you gotta fold him in.
He's gonna call in his new team, and they're not ready for this.
From how it's affecting you, you may not be either.
He's not wrong. I've kind of missed Sam, not gonna lie.
Thought we were done with all this crap.
Yeah, so did I. But now this podcast is having some mystery guest on who's just gonna lie and say whatever Alston wants.
Unless it's your sister backtracking on all of your statements.
I will do this without your help, like always.
All right.
This is your girl who's the one who's hooking me up. She didn't tell you that she's selling to me?
Ooh.
You don't just lash out at people like that. Okay, well, I should have been the one out there.
Jonathan, get out of here.
Yeah.
Don't!
Oh my god.
Dad, we need to go home now.
What the fuck is this thing doing to him, man? I mean, it's one thing too, because if XK is out there in a way that just some teenage girl can deal it, that's not good.
What happened to your hands?
My heat vision, I couldn't stop it.
Wow, Rageaholic strikes again.
This was different! Oh,
You think it's because of whatever's down in the mines?
yes, all this anger, it's not mine.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be.
You are the most powerful being in this world. And if you're losing control to a Kryptonian creature, this is a national security situation.
No, it is a family situation.
No, here we go again. No, he's right.
No, it takes weeks to get a retrieval agent after a collapse.
Guess it was a good thing I was available.
Thank God. My heart just breaks for the families of our missing team. I swore I wouldn't leave till we got some answers.
And then who's she working for too? Because she made that call at the end of the last episode to somebody.
My dad's not answering any of my calls. He's probably just avoiding me.
Or his cell just doesn't get reception half a mile under the earth.
Just a really annoying point. Saw you guys have the new Madden in the other room.
Will you play?
Oh, because I'm a girl?
You know, the apocalypse.
I'm gonna straight up destroy you.
Really?
Really?
Let's go.
I don't know if my dad ever yelled at me like that.
It feels like the end of the world's coming.
Now's not the time to go all doomsday on me.
God damn it. You writers. Fuck you.
Detonation marks. Did somebody set off explosives?
Oh. What the fuck?
Yeah, they did.
What? No.
If in a year from now you still feel the same way, then maybe you and I can have a different conversation.
Really?
In the meantime, I may have something to help show Sarah that you still care.
Our timeline's been moved up. I'm getting it out today.
Who are you talking to? I need to know. Uh-oh.
Lucy isn't strong like you. She needs a delicate touch.
For now, we'll see what they do with Lucy.
Trying to be this perfect person that everyone wants, and it feels really fake.
Then stop it.
I'm feeling like a complete and utter failure.
I love how he just always takes that in stride.
It's just a little terrifying to think that everything we do can have some lasting impact.
I mean, my mom abandoned us and my dad was never around and I turned out okay.
Successful.
Okay, might be. Understatement, because you're perfect.
Okay, there it is.
That's what I was going to say the whole time.
Yeah.
Well.
They're so fucking cute, man. Oh.
Get back! Get back!
Oh.
It's freaking out.
I'll call John Henry.
He won't be able to stop it.
Oh, shit. Oh, it's finally free. Dude, the containment suit. Is it not in his head anymore?
I can't get him to wake up.
Wake up.
Biorhythms indicate he's unconscious.
John, it's Lois. We need you to wake up. It's happening. Wake up, John!
Wake the fuck up. Oh. Dude.
Where is it?
Be there in 5, 4,
Oh.
2,
Dude. Where's your hammer, man? Oh, we got a crack on the suit. Whoa, wait, what? It's him. Oh, they're both affected by whatever this is. What if this Doomsday's a doppelganger? That's why the head stuff's happening. We've seen this before on the other shows. That was Tyler in the suit.
You won't like this, Clark, but I gotta call Anderson.
Sam, no.
There's a bizarre version of Superman on the loose.
Is it Bizarro? And not Doomsday? I mean, they said it's Doomsday, but what if it's like an alternate, like Doomsday / Bizarro?
You think the two of you will be enough?
We'll find out.
Like if a Clark was used for the creation of a Doomsday on some other Earth. God damn, man.
I don't want to ride the pines again all season, you know?
Look, I can give this to Sarah later.
What? No way.
Yeah, it's not as important.
No.
I appreciate it, but just go see her.
All right, man.
Hey, girlfriend, hook me up with that XK.
You're not Superman. Your suit can break. You can get hurt. Why are you doing this?
Because they need my help.
I don't want you out there again. Not until we do something about this suit.
We need to give it an upgrade.
Thrusters are completely shot. CPU needs to be rewired.
It needs a better power source.
You know, I never wanted you to have to do this with me again, Nat.
Especially not in a barn.
Maybe we could fix that too.
Fix the barn.
You sure I look okay? Because I know I wear this all the time, but I kind of feel like I'm in a biker gang.
Just write in a comment and I'll answer you on the spot. Oh my God, people are actually writing in. Yeah.
You're still alive.
So is this gonna be a good talk or a bad talk?
I think you should open this first.
It's a bomb. I can survive it. Aw.
I love you, Sarah, and one kiss couldn't change that.
So you want to stay together?
No, I just gave you this necklace for no reason. And made that whole speech for no reason. Oh no. Damn it. I hate when I'm right, man.
So I had a little chat with Timmy today about where he gets his drugs from.
Is this a confrontation or he's going to get it from her?
I mean, come on, you know that football's the most important thing to me, and you went behind my back to sell drugs to Timmy?
If you're here to dump me, just do it, okay?
No, I'm like, why didn't you give me any?
Candace, I'm not here to break up with you, and I'm not here to convince you to stop selling. I need you to sell some to me.
I hate when I'm right, man. Well, I guess that's going to be one way Jonathan gets powers.
Hello, Lois. Lucy isn't coming. She thought it would be better if I came instead.
Oh, he naturally went to the fortress, even if it is destroyed, but... Ooh. I like the torn cape. I like the disheveled hair. Oh, it's backwards! It's backwards! God, I'm so confused! God damn it! Oh! They kept saying Doomsday. They teased us with the suit. I mean, it could be a variation on it, but I think that's the backwards logo. It being a version of Clark, the blue tinge of the suit skin, the scars, the disheveled hair, the eyes, it's got to be Bizarro. Right? It could be a combination. I mean, they said in the interviews Doomsday, unless that is a mislead, because they know everybody has been talking about, you know, all the different Reign of the Superman stuff we've been seeing built up to this point. But they have the containment suit. They're after it. Is this an experiment from the multiverse? Is this a clone? What is this? Because somebody's after whatever this thing is. They already knew it was down here. Did it crash with the XK? Is this something that was recently created? I'm very curious how this thing is going to be explained. But like, my point is they were dropping the hints. It's like it almost feels like it's the end of the world. It's like, don't talk about doomsdays or whatever Lois said. Like, they were dropping those hints. They hit us with the containment suit tease and the reveal. But underneath it, I mean, obviously he doesn't have the crystals coming out there, which they could have have it tied into maybe Bizarro gets infused with all this XK and becomes like a hybrid Bizarro Doomsday. Like, it's not exactly Doomsday, but like they said it would, they want to do the Doomsday storyline, but it's not going to be, they're putting their own spin on it, like they did with Talro. Like, it's a fairly similar story we've seen before, but they put some spins on it with that character, with that storyline and all of it to make it its own. So they could have been setting it up in a very similar fashion to Doomsday, and it could very well build to a Doomsday, but it starts off with this proto-Bizarro Superman. I mean, it's no mistake that the end of the episode, instead of being normal, the logo was reversed. I think it's blatant that there's a bait and switch here with what they were actually setting up and what they're doing. Or, like I said, it could manifest into this Bizarro is just the beginning form, and Bizarro eventually becomes this Doomsday-like figure as it progresses throughout the story. Like, it remembers things from this world clearly. It sees what Clark sees, which is interesting. So it's a doppelganger of some kind, I have to imagine, because of this psychic connection. Because we've seen it before on the other shows when it comes to when multiple people of the same person, like a doppelganger from another Earth. So like Clark from Earth 2, Clark from Earth 1, if they're both on the same Earth for too long, they have issues. One has to survive over the other, otherwise they both die. We've seen that happen with Beth Kane on Batwoman, where they both coexisted for a time until, well, the one that didn't originate on this Earth died, and everything was better. But they would have these headaches, these migraines, these visions of one another, these empathetical like feelings that weren't their own. It's kind of playing in that vein. Especially now that we see that it's a two-way street, because now they were both having that experience together once the containment got breached. It's just a little inconsistent on how they're depicting it. That fight, though, when they jumped up, like, it was some quick little movements there, and it looked smooth, it looked good, which gives me some promise for what it's going to do. And, like, he went to the Fortress of Solitude in the hopes that it would be there. He could just be from the Bizarro universe, because there is an iteration where there's a version of reality where everything's backwards, and that's one iteration for Bizarro. So I'm curious on what interpretation they'll go with. But man, I was honestly taken aback once. I was like, holy shit, that's Tyler in the suit. And it wasn't really until that end when he's walking into there that I was like, wait a second, this isn't Doomsday. At least not yet. And I don't really know what to expect with this Lois storyline with this cult leader and her sister. I don't know where that's going to go. There's also dropping some hints, especially with everything else going on with the XK out in the world, and now Jonathan getting onto the XK as well himself to kind of take charge of his own life again, I guess, in some way. Like, it hurts, man. I feel bad, but like, I understand that path, and I just saw that was the road that he was going to go down. And not that because it was predictable, it's any lesson, but I think it was great storytelling in the long run anyway. They need something for him to do, too, so... I also like the mature way that they handled all this stuff with Sarah and John. God, why am I getting their names mixed up in this episode? And Jordan, that they took that and kind of made that. It wasn't this long-standing, like, we're going to do this all season kind of thing. I like that. This show is just so good at, like, presenting, like, something, an obstacle for them to overcome that is very real and that happens, and tackle it in a very mature way. They had some wonky, like, parallels that they drew that weren't exactly one for one, but given this specific situation, it works, I think. Though Jordan needs to chill it with telling his secret to his teenage crush that he's only been known for, well, he's only been dating for some time now, not very long at all. Comes down to the whole Invincible Amber situation, and we know how that is. Anyway... though I don't think Sarah's the type of person that would ever break anything, but Clark makes all the right points. Like, it's not something you do right now, at all. Things change on a dime when you're a teenager. Your hormones are crazy. You can't trust a teenager with something like that huge. You just can't. So, like, that's why I'm like, Jordan, I know what you want to do. I know how you feel, but you got to rein it in, man. And they did. I like how they approached it. Lana's whole little, like, thing with the mayor, you know, putting on that front and then coming back from it saw where that was kind of going. Like I said, I'm whatever about this mayor storyline. I could care less about it right now, so maybe they'll tie it in later. But John Henry, you know, just like, again, there could have been this, like, I don't want you helping them. I don't want you doing all this stuff with him and Natalie. But she's like, if you're going to do this, you need to, one, tell me, and two, we need to fix this suit up. Especially when he went out to go charge into the fight with it barely powered. He didn't even take his hammer. Maybe he didn't have enough power for his hammer to even operate. Maybe that's why he didn't take the hammer. I don't know. But, like, going out there, like, it's always only got enough charge for, like, one fight. More than the armor, more than anything, they need to fix its power source. Because that thing it's like a one and done. Like, you just pretty much, you get into one fight, one scuffle, and it's kaputs. So you need to fix that. We need to figure out who's operating in the mine, who's aware of this creature and after it. Maybe they're from another Earth. I don't know. It's just interesting to me because like a lot of the problems of this series so far seem to have like incorporate a lot of the multiverse. And there's hints and like assumptions that the multiverse is returning to the Arrowverse because after Crisis they kind of wanted to take a step back from it because it kind of dominated the Arrowverse for a long time. A lot of the stories pertain to the multiverse, particularly on the Flash, Legends, and stuff like that. And they kind of wanted to get away from it a little bit. A lot of doppelganger stuff, but we're easing back into it. They just announced the canon comic book crossover that's coming that is bringing the multiverse back into the fold as well. So who knows? I don't know what's going to happen in here. Again, some easy opportunities to mention some other Kryptonians that we know in the world, but nope. Seriously, I don't know what the deal is, but anyway, I really liked this episode. Also, the times that Clark snapped on everybody. Scary, scary stuff. When he gets angry, when he gets when he loses control, it's intense. It's terrifying in those moments when he snaps. And then a moment where he couldn't even control the rage, where he just had to unload it, scarring his own hands as they slowly healed throughout the rest of the episode. So well done. Really great episode. I really liked it. And the reveal with all the like, oh, is it Doomsday? And then there's the Bizarro. I feel like a lot of people are probably going to have a little bit of I think there's going to be a mix. Some people that were very worried about them and how they were going to handle Doomsday in the show, breathing a sigh of relief when it turns out to be Bizarro. And a lot of people that are like, holy shit, it's Doomsday. Going to be a little disappointed that now it might not be going that route whatsoever. I am way more excited, honestly, that they're doing Bizarro instead. But like I said earlier, it could be some amalgamation of the two, because the showrunner did clearly say in their interviews before this episode came out, they were building up to Doomsday, that the season was building up to Doomsday. But that could be a bait and switch, because it's a huge thing to reveal early on. I think that was like to get people's expectations up for the surprise, because I think they probably assumed that a lot of people were going to be like, oh, Doomsday, containment suit. Or, like I said, this Bizarro eventually becomes this Doomsday, or a Doomsday, because there are different types of Doomsdays. But guys, that's all I got to say on this one. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Remember, you can join our Discord. We could talk about it there as well. Links to that on my socials down below. If you want to see the full reaction, remember that's on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, gives you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Korsgaard, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Jeffrey Hale, Nate Prouty, Emo Slytherin, and Melita. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. And that's it for this episode. And I'll see you guys next week with the next episode of Superman and Lois. Take care, everybody.